For centuries, religion has been a cornerstone in shaping civilizations and guiding cultures across the globe. Beyond their spiritual influence, some religious institutions have quietly built vast financial empires that rival the world's largest corporations. These churches not only lead their followers in faith but also manage immense wealth, owning vast properties, funding large-scale humanitarian efforts, and strategically investing in industries that extend their influence far beyond the spiritual realm. From priceless art collections to sprawling real estate, these institutions have accumulated fortunes that shape both the religious and financial worlds. In this exploration, we'll dive into the top 10 richest churches in the world in 2025, uncovering how they've amassed their incredible wealth, their financial portfolios, and their charitable missions. Stick around as we reveal the economic powerhouses behind these sacred institutions. And if you're fascinated by the intersection of faith and finance, don't forget to engage with this content for more insights into the world's most powerful religious organizations. Number 1, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS Church. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, commonly known as the Mormon Church, stands as a financial titan with an estimated net worth of $300 billion in 2025, making it one of the wealthiest religious institutions globally. Its financial prowess is driven by a combination of strategic real estate investments, its diversified financial portfolios, and disciplined fiscal management, positioning it as a powerhouse that rivals multinational corporations. The church's wealth has grown steadily, with a reported $265 billion in 2023, reflecting a $29 billion increase from the previous year. And projections for 2025 suggest continued growth due to its savvy financial strategies. The cornerstone of the LDS Church's wealth is its vast real estate empire. As one of the largest landowners in the United States, the church holds millions of acres of agricultural land, particularly in states like Utah, Idaho, and Florida. These holdings generate significant revenue through farming and leasing, while their value appreciates over time. Additionally, the church owns prime commercial and residential properties in major cities worldwide, including shopping malls, office buildings, and luxury residential complexes. For example, at City Creek Center in Salt Lake City is a billion-dollar mixed-use development that generates substantial rental income. These properties not only provide a steady cash flow, but also serve as long-term investments, ensuring financial stability. Beyond real estate, the LDS Church has built a robust investment portfolio through Ensign Peak Advisors, its investment arm, which manages tens of billions in assets. This portfolio includes stocks, bonds, and stakes in major corporations across sectors like technology, healthcare, and energy. Reports suggest holdings in companies such as Apple, Microsoft, and ExxonMobil, showcasing the church's strategic diversification. This approach has allowed the church to weather economic downturns while achieving consistent growth. With investments carefully managed to align with long-term financial goals, philanthropy is a core component of the LDS Church's mission. Significant funds directed toward global humanitarian efforts. The church has been a major player in disaster relief. It's providing food, water, shelter, and medical aid in the aftermath of hurricanes, earthquakes, and other calamities. For instance, its response to natural disasters in regions like Southeast Asia and the Caribbean has included millions in aid, distributed through partnerships with local organizations. The church also supports educational initiatives, notably through the Perpetual Education Fund, which offers loans to individuals in developing countries for higher education, helping thousands escape poverty. Institutions like Brigham Young University further its educational impact, providing world-class education while generating revenue through tuition and endowments. The LDS Church's financial discipline sets it apart from many institutions. Known for its conservative spending and substantial reserves, the church maintains a rainy day fund estimated at over $100 billion, ensuring solvency during economic crises. This approach has allowed it to sustain operations and charitable activities without disruption. However, the church's financial opacity has drawn criticism, as it does not publicly disclose detailed financial statements, Critics argue that greater transparency is needed given its vast wealth. While church officials maintain that their practices ensure long-term sustainability for religious and humanitarian missions, the LDS Church's ability to blend spiritual dedication with financial acumen makes it a formidable force, leveraging its wealth to support global outreach while maintaining economic dominance. Number 2. The Catholic Church, Vatican City. The Catholic Church, headquartered in Vatican City, is widely regarded as the wealthiest religious institution globally, with an estimated net worth ranging from $300 billion to $2.50 trillion in 2025. This vast range reflects the complexity of valuing its assets, which include centuries-old real estate, priceless art, and diversified investments. As the spiritual leader of over 1.3 billion Catholics, Vatican's financial empire is built on historical donations, strategic investments, a global network of economic influence, making it a unique blend of spiritual and economic power. A significant portion of the Vatican's wealth lies in its stock market investments, particularly in Italy, where it holds approximately $1.6 billion in stocks, controlling 15% of the total value of shares listed on the Italian market. These investments span industries such as banking, insurance, chemicals, and real estate, providing diversified income streams. The Vatican's financial acumen is further evidenced by its ownership of the Institute for the Works of Religion, commonly known as the Vatican Bank, which manages billions in assets for religious institutions, Vatican employees, and Catholic charities. Despite past controversies over opaque financial dealings, the bank remains a major player in international finance, ensuring the Church's economic stability. Real estate is another pillar of the Vatican's wealth. The Church owns prime properties in Rome, including historic buildings and commercial spaces, conservatively valued in the billions. Its global real estate holdings extend to major cities like London, Paris, and New York, generating significant rental income. The Vatican Museums, housing masterpieces like Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel frescoes and Raphael's frescoes, are a cultural and financial asset, attracting millions of tourists annually and contributing to revenue through ticket sales and donations. These priceless artworks, while not liquid assets, represent an immense store of cultural wealth that enhances the Vatican's global influence. The Vatican's charitable efforts are extensive, with funds channeled through Peter's Pence to support poverty alleviation, disaster relief, and education worldwide. For example, the Church has provided aid to refugees in conflict zones and supported rebuilding efforts in earthquake-stricken regions. However, its financial opacity has sparked criticism, as detailed reports are not publicly disclosed, leading to speculation about the true extent of its wealth. Vatican officials argue that its resources are used to maintain its global religious mission, preserve cultural heritage, and fund charitable initiatives. The Catholic Church's ability to manage its vast assets while leading a global faith community underscores its unparalleled position at the intersection of spirituality and finance. Number 3. Catholic Church in Australia. The Catholic Church in Australia, with an estimated wealth of $30 billion in 2025, is a cornerstone of the nation's social, cultural, and economic fabric. Established in the early 19th century, it has grown into one of Australia's largest private landowners, with a portfolio that includes churches, schools, hospitals, and aged care facilities. Its extensive real estate network spanning urban centers like Sydney and Melbourne and rural areas generates substantial income through leasing and property appreciation, solidifying the Church's financial dominance. The Church's educational and healthcare institutions are integral to Australia's infrastructure. Catholic schools educate nearly 20% of the nation's students, with over 1,700 schools enrolling hundreds of thousands annually. Its hospitals and aged care facilities serve millions, providing essential services while generating revenue through government subsidies and private payments. These operations not only reinforce the Church's societal presence, but also contribute significantly to its financial stability. As properties in prime locations continue to appreciate, the Church's tax-exempt status has been a point of contention. with critics arguing that its vast wealth warrants greater contributions to public funds. Fairfax Media's investigations have highlighted the scale of its assets, fueling calls for transparency and re-evaluation of its tax privileges. Recent controversies, including allegations of misconduct, have further challenged the Church's reputation, prompting public distrust and scrutiny of its governance. Despite these issues, the Church's charitable efforts, particularly for the elderly and disadvantaged, remain vital. With significant funds directed to social services and community support, balancing its religious mission with economic influence, the Catholic Church in Australia navigates a complex landscape. Its wealth enables it to provide critical services, but public expectations for transparency and accountability continue to grow. As debates over its role intensify, the Church's ability to manage its financial empire needs will shape its future, ensuring its enduring impact as a major economic and spiritual force in Australia. Number 4, Seventh-day Adventist Church. It's founded in 1863, has an estimated net worth of $30 billion in 2025, reflecting its strategic diversification across multiple industries. Known for its belief in the second coming of Christ and emphasis on health and education, the Church has built a financial empire that supports its global mission while ensuring economic growth. Its global publishing house is a key revenue driver, producing religious books, magazines, and educational materials in multiple languages. This operation not only spreads the Church's message but also generates consistent income through sales to members and external audiences. The Church's broadcasting network, encompassing radio, television, and digital platforms, extends its reach, combining evangelistic outreach with revenue from donations and sponsorships. Programs focusing on health and spirituality align with its doctrine, appealing to a global audience. The Church's health-focused mission has led to significant investments in food production, particularly vegetarian and vegan products. Facilities worldwide produce health foods that cater to both members and health-conscious consumers, capitalizing on the growing demand for plant-based diets. This industry generates substantial revenue while promoting the Church's emphasis on wholesome living. The Adventist Church's healthcare network is a major financial pillar. With hospitals and clinics across North America, Africa, and Asia, these institutions integrate spiritual care with high-quality medical services, generating income from patient care, insurance, and government programs. Real estate holdings, including universities and retreat centers in urban areas, further enhance its wealth, as do educational institutions that provide tuition revenue. The Church's strategic investments in mission-driven enterprises ensure its financial stability, positioning it as a leading force among the world's richest churches. Number 5, Church of England. With an estimated net worth of $10.5 billion in 2025, is a financial powerhouse in the United Kingdom. Rooted in centuries of land ownership and endowments, managing 16,000 churches and 42 cathedrals, including iconic sites like Westminster Abbey and Canterbury Cathedral, the Church oversees a vast real estate portfolio. These properties, many of which are historic, generate income through tourism, leasing, and appreciation, while serving as national treasures. The Church commissioners manage a diversified investment portfolio, including stocks, bonds, and ethical investments focused on sustainability and responsible business practices. This approach aligns financial growth with the Church's moral teachings, ensuring long-term stability. Rental properties across urban and rural areas provide a steady income stream, further bolstering its financial foundation. The Church's charitable efforts are extensive, supporting social services, clergy welfare, and the maintenance of historic properties. Funds are directed to community programs, education, and poverty alleviation, reflecting its commitment to societal good. However, public scrutiny over its wealth and calls for greater financial transparency pose challenges. The Church of England's ability to balance its spiritual mission with economic influence ensures its enduring role as a key player in the UK's religious and cultural landscape. Number 6. Church of Scientology, founded in 1953 by L. Ron Hubbard. The Church of Scientology has an estimated net worth of $2 billion to $3 billion in 2025. Despite its relatively recent establishment, the church has built a financial empire through strategic real estate investments, member donations, and service fees. Its portfolio includes prime properties in Los Angeles, Clearwater, London, and Sydney. In Clearwater, Florida, the church owns a significant portion of the downtown area, including hotels and spiritual centers, transforming the local economy and generating substantial revenue. Donations are a cornerstone of the church's wealth, with members, including high-profile celebrities, contributing large sums to advance spiritually. Auditing services and educational courses, often costing thousands, are essential for members' spiritual progression, creating a lucrative revenue stream. Sales of Hubbard's Dianetics and other religious materials further boost income, with over 20 million copies sold globally. The church's tax-exempt status in the U.S., secured in 1993, has facilitated its financial growth by minimizing tax liabilities. Scientology uses its wealth to fund legal defenses, public relations, and global expansion. Its ability to blend spiritual practices with financial strategy ensures its place among the world's richest churches, the growing global presence. Number 7. United Methodist Church, a leading Protestant denomination, has an estimated net worth of $6 billion to $8 billion in 2025. Its wealth is derived from an extensive real estate portfolio, including thousands of churches, schools, and conference centers worldwide, often located in prime areas. These properties generate income through leasing and appreciation, strengthening the church's financial foundation. A diversified investment portfolio, including stocks and bonds, provides ongoing income, while endowments support education, healthcare, and mission work. The church's global humanitarian efforts include disaster relief, poverty alleviation, and healthcare initiatives, particularly in developing nations. It operates numerous schools and universities, enhancing educational access, and funds hospitals to improve global health outcomes, despite internal debates over financial transparency. The church's strategic management ensures its wealth supports its spiritual and charitable missions. By reinvesting resources into education, healthcare, and disaster relief, the United Methodist Church creates lasting impact, blending faith with financial stewardship to maintain its position as a powerful force for good globally. Number 8. Jehovah's Witnesses, with an estimated net worth of $100 billion in 2025, have built significant wealth through real estate, donations, and strategic investments. The organization owns thousands of kingdom halls, printing facilities, and valuable properties in cities like Brooklyn, New York, some of which have been sold to fund global projects. While tithing is not heavily emphasized, donations from millions of members worldwide provide a steady income stream. Managed centrally by the Watchtower Society, the organization's investments in real estate and businesses ensure financial growth, with a focus on properties that support its missionary work. Its wealth funds extensive global outreach, including the production of religious literature in hundreds of languages and disaster relief efforts. Jehovah's Witnesses' efficient financial management and modest member contributions have created a financial empire that rivals major corporations, enabling it to maintain a low profile while exerting significant economic influence. Number 9. Anglican Church, with an estimated net worth of $30 billion in 2025, is a global denomination with significant wealth from real estate, investments, and donations. Its properties include churches, schools, and healthcare facilities across the UK, the US, Africa, and beyond, generating income through leasing and appreciation. The church's investment portfolio, focused on ethical investments, supports global missionary work, social services, and religious programs. Charitable efforts include education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation, particularly in developing regions. The church maintains historic sites, such as cathedrals, which attract tourists and generate revenue. Public scrutiny over financial transparency persists, but the Anglican Church's wealth enables it to address societal needs while maintaining its spiritual leadership. Its strategic management ensures its enduring impact as a financial and religious powerhouse within the global Anglican Communion. Number 10. Orthodox Church. The Orthodox Church, one of the oldest Christian denominations, has an estimated net worth of $10 billion in 2025. Its wealth stems from extensive land holdings, real estate, and donations across Europe, Russia, and the Middle East. Historic churches and monasteries such as those in Greece, Russia, and Mount Athos are both spiritual and financial assets, attracting tourists and generating income through donations and ticket sales. Donations from millions of Orthodox Christians worldwide bolster its finances, while investments in real estate and other ventures ensure stability. The Church's humanitarian efforts focus on education, healthcare, and community development, particularly in regions with a strong Orthodox presence. Despite regional variations in wealth, centralized management in key patriarchates ensures efficient resource use. The Orthodox Church's cultural significance, combined with strategic financial management, positions it as a major player among the world's richest churches, with enduring spiritual and economic influence. In conclusion, these 10 churches demonstrate the profound interplay of faith, influence, and wealth. Their financial empires, built on real estate, investments, and donations, rival multinational corporations, enabling them to fund extensive charitable and spiritual missions. While their wealth sparks debate about transparency and accountability, their economic power underscores their significant role in shaping global societies. Thank you for exploring this fascinating topic. Stay engaged for more insights into the world's most influential institutions. Thank you all for being here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos.